chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you can talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up.
What's going on, man? This is your boy Jay, and this is another episode of Chop It Up. Y'all, I'm so excited for this week's episode, man. First I want to start it out saying that, I want to give a shout out and love and thanks and support for Memorial Day to the troops that lost their lives for us serving in the war. All the families out there that have family members that have served in the war, we salute all of you guys. We really appreciate you. We love you. Rest in peace. And we really just hope that all you families, can find peace, and just know that we appreciate you and your fallen loved ones. We appreciate all of you. So let's get into my last week, y'all. So I actually got to witness one of my good friends, man, propose to her girlfriend, and to see that it was a beautiful proposal, man. It was on the beach. It was a beach vibe. It was a whole vibe, man. We really enjoyed it. It was beautiful. And to see just real true love, man, when you find that person, you know what I mean? When you finally find that person for you and you really go to that extent and you propose and you love them, it really means a lot. And for me to get to witness that myself, it's just amazing to see my friends grow, and learn and be better and be more, than what they are, and find happiness. That's the best thing in my life. So congratulations, Nick Nack. I'm happy for you. I'm here. I can't wait to the wedding. I appreciate you and I love you. Good. With that being said, y'all, let's get into this first chop session. And y'all, this shit been going AWOL, been going crazy with these celebrities. So these celebrities have been boxing, and getting their asses whipped. So Ray J and Blueface got into a boxing match, man, and they fought. I think it was Chibu, and I don't even know the other guy's name, man. So Ray J got in there, and Ray J literally got knocked out, bro. He got knocked out. Chris Brown get on there and he say, man, I told Ray J not to get on there and do this. I told Ray J not to get on there and fight, man. He was gonna get knocked out. But it was crazy, man. To see some of these celebrities, fighting and boxing, some of them, it's insane. It's insane. And then think about it, is to know, I think Ray J is currently in the hospital right now. I'm not saying the dude put him in the hospital, but Ray J been having some other ailments and stuff like that, with his heart, things going on. I'm not 100% sure. But, just shout out to Ray J on his health. I hope he heals. But stop getting in that ring, y'all. Y'all can't fight. Because Blueface got knocked. And I was actually kind of knocked out because all of the shit that we already know the story between him, Krishan, and Jaden and all that shit going on, man. I'm just happy that he got knocked out. Shit. Sometimes people just need it. But y'all, celebrities, if y'all can't fight, bro, stay out that ring. Because it's embarrassing. That shit is funny though. It's funny as fuck. But Chris Brown, you wrong. You ain't even have to clown that man like that. But shout out to Ray J. I hope he gets better with his health and everything. Y'all know about this one, man. Y'all definitely know and heard about it. This one was all in the blog, everything, and I'm kind of torn with it. So I want to see what y'all think. Drop what y'all think in the comments below. So Kevin Hart, the roast from Kevin Hart by the white guy. I got his name Taylor or something like that. So we are all keen to comedy. We know comedy. We like comedy. We love a good roast. I love a good roast. So the guy basically made shots, threw shots, and did, a whole comedic act on Kevin Hart, roasting him. But, however, what he did was, y'all, he made a comment about George Floyd. He made a comment about George Floyd, saying that basically something about George Floyd would be looking up at us. Y'all know how the whole thing went. And me personally, I feel like the joke was very distasteful. I felt like that it was not needed. I felt like things like that should just be off limits. You know what I mean? It's just like some stuff that's a touchy subject. Just just because you can joke about it now or joke about it to try to ease over it, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't still do it. You know what I'm saying? The people of George Floyd, their family, and that was a very touchy subject for America, and especially his family, the ones that lost. And that was very controversial. And I know we're in, another lane right now with it and everything like that. But just some stuff is just it's not. And that was the wrong joke to be put out there, especially with all the tension between America, African Americans, white Americans. It just wasn't good, and I don't feel like that was a clean joke. And some people be like, "There's no such thing as a clean joke." That there is. It is. That one was not. There's some things that you just should not say, man. That was one of them. So I just hope that this doesn't catch any more heat. But I didn't. Most definitely, continuously is. But Cat Williams also made a statement. I think him and Kevin Hart just buried the hatchet about their beef going on about damn 15 years or whatever. But Kevin Hart, Cat Williams said it was kind of distasteful. He was very against it. There was a couple other celebrities that was against it. Just y'all got to stop doing it. Y'all got to stop feeling like comedy is the way to solve certain things. It's not. Man. Sometimes you just need to keep your goddamn mouth shut. It is what it is, and just move on to the next joke and write something else. Let's not forget about the fiasco with Chris Rock and Will Smith and Jada. So y'all, let's get to it with this one. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. K. Michelle has been on a rampage. Like, between her and Drew and the other cast members and everything like that, K. Michelle said she was going to set up with all the situations. They had another situation between Drew, her boyfriend, and K. Michelle. And K. Michelle been coming for blood. Like, she been coming for blood. She been coming at Drew Sidora. Hard, heavy. And Drew been trying to come back, but it's always been bickering on those type of shows. Just the Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, etc., etc. You know what I mean? But I just feel like that some of those shows are meant to be set people up. Some of them are. Like, it's to start controversy and see what happens within the midst of women when they stir up the pot. If you stir the pot with women, it's gonna sting. But I just wish that women could respect each other more instead of throwing shots with you. You know what I mean? It's just, but it's like I get what some of them are saying. It's like, if you continuously coming after me, you can't expect me to be quiet. You don't want this heat and this smoke, then don't come here. And I feel that. I always feel. But I just hope that those two women get it together. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, honestly, the franchise is sliding down. Like, it's going down, the Real Housewives. It's missing Mimi, it's missing Kenya, it's missing Candy, it's missing all of that. So, but speaking of Candy, on another note, y'all, Candy flew out of the country, had an enjoying time with her friends amidst the divorce with her and Todd. And when I tell you Candy was looking like a whole snack, damn sitting, everything, Candy was so fine. They were having fun, they were enjoying themselves, they were drinking, they were turning up. You know what I'm saying? Just really enjoying life. I just say this, y'all. After you've been through a bad breakup or a long-term relationship and it ends abruptly, or whatever the case may happen or be, sometimes just enjoying yourself, enjoying your life, enjoying your kids, having your peace. That's about the best thing that you can do. You know what I mean? Because you need those people around you to help you, move forward, move on, and, find your own peace. And sometimes you find peace in having enjoyment time with each other. Friends, family, those are the things that you need when you're going through processes like that where you have to heal. Those are the things that you really, really, really need. And I'm just glad to see Candy. Candy outside. You know what I'm saying? Candy is outside. Candy in these streets. Candy cutting up. And now, I like to see it. I like to see her, cutting up. Maybe she'll find somebody else. Maybe she don't need nobody else, right? Maybe she just need to find who she is and continue to move on and everything like that. I like to see this. I like to see women be strong after hard times. I like to see men be strong after hard times. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Same thing, But now let's get into our second chop session. Y'all know I love this chop session. Basically because it talks about everything. It talks about your love life. It talks about your friends, your family, just like we just talked about. It talks about what's going on in your life. It talks about you have issues on your job. Talk about your credit shit. We talk about if your child can't start getting in trouble at school and you got to keep going to school with their ass. You know what I mean? So y'all leave the comments in below and tell me what y'all think. I have to clear my throat on this one. Ladies, can a man truly lead if you cannot listen or follow? Yeah. Absolutely not. Let me explain to you why, bro. Men cannot lead having a loud mouth woman. One that does not listen, one that does not feel that she needs to listen, or feel like her particular plan of action is always that she's trying to run the household, she's trying to do this. I just want to say this now. You don't need a man. What you got a man for? What you need one for? Like I can't fathom women that say that they only submit to a man if he's leading. But the thing is, you don't let the man lead because you're too busy trying to lead him where you want him. And it don't work like that. He can't give you his insight and opinion, and you still feel like his opinion or insight is wrong from the get-go before he even gives it. That's not how that works. You have to be submissive and listen. And the thing is, now, I'm not telling y'all, if y'all men telling y'all to go out there and jump off a bridge, you know what I'm saying? Use your intuition. You know what I mean? Use your smart, use your common sense. Of course he's not telling you that. You know what I mean? But if he's giving you some insightful criticism, anything, y'all, you have to listen to say that you're a woman that can follow or that can submit or that can be submissive, that can actually listen to your husband. Because if not, you're just a woman that wants to run everything, a power head. And that's not how that's gonna work. That's not gonna work. And if that's the case, you need to go about your business and find you somebody that you can run. So you can run them and your kids, or whatever the case may be. Now, women will not submit to a weak man. Know that. Women will not submit to a weak man. So know that. Make sure you know that. But women, if that man is strong and he's taking care of his family, he's taking care of doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he can lead, let him lead. Let him lead. Don't be that stereotypical woman. Don't be that. So let's get into our next one, y'all. Could you handle a long distance relationship? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I honestly feel like, yes, it can be done, but I feel like that it can only be done for a certain amount of time. Because I feel like energy is needed, and so wise as in person. I feel like intimacy is definitely needed, of course. Love, all of that intertwines with being to touch and feel. All of that is in the mix of being together, actually being each other's presence. And phone conversations and whatever else it may be. Even if y'all doing phone sex and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody else do phone sex these days, but I guess some people still do it. But me in particular, I need that touch. I need that feel. I need that intimacy. You know, I only feel like it can go so long. I really do. Especially if you're getting to know that person. Definitely, you need in-person energy. In-person energy is very important. Because the thing is, if you don't have that in-person energy, you really don't know over the phone sometimes. You don't know over the phone, through text message. You don't know what that person can bring. That energy can be completely different when they're in front of you. Completely different. This is how you have people who aren't shy on the phone, but they shy when they get in person. That's different energy. So I feel like it can work, but I just feel like it will work better if you had a situation, just say a husband that works a lot, you had a long distance relationship, long distance, or boyfriend that worked, out of town or whatever the case may be. And he would come in town, see you, stay for about a week, and then leave. He would come back in town. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would work that way because y'all actually getting the intimacy. Y'all can go out to dinner. Y'all can have very loving, touching, feeling everything. It just matters. It really just matters. It matters. So let's get into the next one. What is the difference between being bougie but having boundaries or having boundaries? So basically the question is, what is the difference between being bougie or too good for something or having boundaries to where you just don't want to do something? It's not the fact that you, like my mom used to say, nice, nasty. It's the fact that you just don't like it. Okay, I feel like some people get tagged so hard for being bougie because they don't like certain food or certain textures or certain things like this, or certain things that they don't particularly care for. Like, you have some women who don't like to be out in the heat. They don't like to be in the heat, doing all that sweating, all that excess stuff, doing all that walking. Some people feel like that's bougie. That's not bougie. That's just preference, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? They just don't like it. They don't like being out in that heat, this sticky ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those are boundaries. They just don't like that. You got people who don't like bananas. You got people who don't like texture of avocado. Like, I don't like avocado. I hate avocado. That shit is disgusting. But that don't make me bougie. You know what I mean? I just don't like that. You got some people who like caviar. They like the texture of it. That's some of their food. But because it's deemed as a rich person's food, they get deemed as bougie. So I don't like some of those stereotypes. You know what I mean? They don't look good. Now, granted, you do have some people that you have people that think that they're better than people. You have people that won't go in somewhere because or go in the ghetto or go to anywhere like that because they do feel like other people. Those are the type of people that I don't like hanging with. Those are the type of people I can't fool with. I can't mess with. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Bougie or boundaries? Okay, let me ask y'all this. At what age do y'all think clubbing every weekend should stop? I feel like that all depends. Even though at certain ages, some people have started their clubbing days later on. So, they particularly just got to they turned up prime or whatever the case may be. But then you have some that started out at 18. They go in the club every weekend, hit the club with their best friends, turning up, having fun, et cetera, drinking, smoking, whatever they want to do. I honestly, personally feel like that whenever you get into life and life starts getting to the point where priorities are first. If you have kids, if you just have a utmost respect about yourself and you want to work, you got your job, you got all this stuff like this, you got the business that you're handling, then I feel like at that age, that should stop. Turning up, all that shit like that should stop. Like, you got stuff to do. Sometimes going to the club from time to time and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind going to the club time to time. You got businesses, you got that stuff. Sometimes you just need to unwind. Sometimes it can be a trip. Sometimes it can be a night of turning up. Sometimes it can be a night of 17 drinks. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that if I had to put an age on it, I would say about maybe 25, 24-ish. Where some of the clubbing should stop. But then where you kind of mid-age right there. So now you're trying to decide, you're going over to that 26 to the 30 area, and it's like, okay, I'm trying to find kids, I'm trying to get kids, I'm trying to get married, etc., stuff like that. When I'm at that age, trying to find my successful career, I feel like that around that time, focus. More focus should already be in the beginning anyway. But definitely your focus should be like home, like bird's eye focus. Definitely. Now, this is my last topic, and y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I love when y'all comment, man. Just let me know. So, how has social media and technology affected our children? Okay. So I feel like that a lot of our children nowadays do not go outside. I feel like a lot of our kids rely on electronics, technology, tablets, games, PS5s, all of that shit to have fun. When we used to be outside, we used to turn up, we used to have fun, man, and we used to really enjoy playing basketball, playing sports, playing things like this. And I just wish some of that was still alive. Like really kids like really enjoy playing sports, basketball and stuff like this, going outside, using their imagination. You know what I mean? I just feel like that tablets and all this excess stuff is too much. And I feel like they be on them too much. And I feel like that these parents need to take that away from them for just a second. If you have to do that, have their learning about 2 hours, an hour, whatever case may be a day. If they use that tablet, learn their ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, etc., and then make them go outside and go play. You know what I'm saying? Like let them go outside and bounce the ball, jump rope, hula hoop, ride their damn scooter, ride their bike. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get to the point where it's like some of the generation don't even know how to ride bikes because nobody goes outside anymore. And to me, I see the kids that scream over technologies when we're in places like the airport and stuff like this, screaming over tablets, screaming over phones, screaming over stuff like this because people won't give them. Man, you could give a kid a ball or something like this and they can just play. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. But I feel like a lot of the parents in this generation have, honestly, let's be real about it, honestly slipped up. Some of them don't care anymore. They'd rather somebody else do it than them, which is the electronics and the technology. They'd rather them raise their kids, teach their kids instead of them. I don't want to be like that. I want to teach my kid everything coming from me. Now, granted, I probably will need help, you know what I'm saying, with certain stuff. But as far as they with me, I want to be hands-on with my child, not technology. I want to be hands-on with my child, raising them, teaching them how to play sports, teaching them how to read, write, learn certain ways, learn certain common sense rules. You know what I mean? Certain things, even if they learn technology or anything like that from me, anything building, you know what I'm saying, like building something. So I just feel like technology has definitely taken a turn on our children and for the worst to a certain extent. And I just wish they would bring some of that back as far as is the hands-on of the parents. But it's going to start with the parents though first. But y'all, I've come to the end of my show and I love these topics with y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all so much for listening, tuning in, and I just really want to say thank y'all for watching my show. Thank y'all for pushing my show. Thank y'all for the support. And make sure that y'all follow me on YouTube, The Chop It Up Show hosted by Jay, Instagram, Chop It Up TV, and on TikTok, The Chop It Up Show. And I'm your boy Jay, and I am out. I got a lot of stuff for you, but I'm going to catch you later though.
Chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you could talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up.